this person wanted for DUI.
And we're working on, as we work to get you more information, we're going to maintain the view here on the vehicle as it's now over 100 miles an hour. And we do have Dave Avila on the phone.
They don't have their lights on, Gio.
No, they don't.
So in this area where it gets really dark, if you're coming up on this vehicle, this is a very dangerous situation. They don't have lights on. Obviously, CHP is going to try to get as close as possible to them just to alert other drivers simply. But it looks like at this point, right now, we only have maybe one CHP patrol unit behind this driver. And we're talking about someone who is an alleged DUI suspect. Driving impaired, you know, you don't have your impairment essentially to do everything and follow the rules of the road and stop when you're supposed to stop or as quick as you're supposed to. So this can be a very dangerous situation.
The airship is above. You can see that light. If I zoom out here a little bit more, you can see that pursuing unit there. There's not a lot of units on the ground right now. There's just that one in the close vicinity. But this guy is moving. He is absolutely moving here on the freeway right now. We're still 5 south, coming through Sun Valley.
Looks like maybe you can fill us in more on what the tactical approach is here on a freeway where we see the CHP vehicles sort of keeping their distance from behind, maintaining, and it looks like, forgive me, as we're kind of keeping an eye on this here because we lost sight. They're getting off of the freeway now as we speak. So, okay, now we've entered sort of a new dynamic of this pursuit.
Going 80 miles per hour through the streets of the San Fernando Valley at this point, it just looks like it makes you cringe really watching every time you think this driver's coming up to an intersection. Take a look. Are they going to turn here? It looks like they're going to turn into traffic here. It looks like at least one patrol vehicle was still following this car with lights and sirens.
I would say we're coming up on a red light. He's slowing down a little bit. As you can see, the air unit is still above him, that searchlight, that night sun illuminating that vehicle.
We're now in the North Hollywood area, making our way through streets at sometimes 90 miles per hour. It looks like they're going to make a left here. Very quick left.
Driving real fast through these neighborhoods. All right, coming out. And he's going to be turning west onto Oxnard. I believe that's Oxnard Street. Oh. Looks like he's turning in. Oh, he's going to go into the mall. He's going to go into the mall. He's going to go into the parking structure more than likely. We've seen this a lot lately. They like to go into parking structures and bail. There he goes. Oh, man. There he is. Ooh, he just drove through that arm. He drove through that arm. Okay, this is a really, really big...
This is a very busy shopping center there on Laurel Canyon. Take a look. You can see one LAPD patrol car has now made its way there. They have that spotlight, so they're going to try searching now. I'm going to guess first for that vehicle, or they might. Do you think they might have a suspect description there? Is it likely?
You know what? If nothing else, they have the vehicle description. More than likely, they have a plate. So they'll find the vehicle, and then they, you know, if anything else, maybe they'll impound the vehicle and try to get prints. But as far as it goes now, there's certain ways that there's as a law enforcement officer, there's certain things you look for at anybody walking around. You know, it's I don't want to get all into it, but it's. You know what I'm talking about. If they look like they're looking over their shoulder, that sort of thing.
Taking another look at it right now, it looks like we're seeing and zooming in on a third one here, but we're seeing sort of the tactics unfolding in front of us here as one goes inside the structure. The other two are positioned sort of at the entryway or exitway of another point of the structure.
LAPD has now surrounded the parking garage. They're going to begin to search for that suspect, and hopefully they'll be able to find that person. But at this point, this may take a while.
Okay. We have several units right here. All right, George, stop right here for me. Right here. All right, it looks like, I don't know, this is, suspect is possibly wearing a colorful beanie. That's what we're hearing on the scanners right now. Asking for more units at the second floor of that parking garage. We got a lot of units here at at this little courtyard. And here we got another exit with multiple units ready to intercept anyone who comes out of here. Looks like we got some units headed in. Looks like they're... Okay, sounds like we might be hearing about somebody walking around with no shirt on that might be related. So it sounds like they've found the vehicle inside of there, which makes sense. They knew what vehicle they were looking for. They just have not found the suspects associated with that vehicle yet. All right, so yeah, I'm now hearing on these scanners, it is 2 male suspects they're looking for. So what we're hearing right now is one of the male suspects was wearing a blue camo sweater, and the other suspect was wearing a gray sweater. I believe the suspect 1 was also wearing a colorful beanie. LAP looks like they're checking the mall surveillance footage to get an idea of where they went. All right, so they have some reason to believe that this individual right here is a suspect that they are looking for. I know that they were going to be searching everyone coming out of that parking structure. All right, so what we're hearing right now is that we think that they had the primary unit. Okay, so there you go. You see he's being released. The primary unit came over and identified this individual, and it looks like they said, hey, you know what, no, it's not this individual. So they detained him momentarily. They questioned him. They went through his stuff. We saw that happening, but that was not, in fact, the suspect that they were looking for.
Officers there swarmed NoHo West tonight looking for the suspect who led them on a chase and drove right into the mall's parking structure. Our News Chopper 4 was overhead.
Oh boy, man, he's taking a lot of risks here. The more risks he takes, the more dangerous it gets. We got off the freeway, onto the streets. He is cruising still on these streets. Not quite as fast as on the freeway. There he goes. Oh man, there he is. Ooh, he just drove through that arm.
The CHP says this was a possible DUI driver. We saw the chase reach speeds of over 100 miles per hour at one point. Officers did detain someone at the mall, but eventually released them. They say tonight they're still looking for that driver.